Ancient echoes, the enduring belief in souls, the idea of a soul, a spiritual essence that transcends our physical bodies, is ancient and deeply rooted in human history. It echoes through history, woven into the fabric of countless cultures, each with its own unique interpretation and understanding of the soul. From the shamanistic rituals of prehistoric times to the elaborate belief systems of ancient civilizations, humans have long grappled with the mysteries of life and death, seeking answers in the ethereal realm of the soul. These rituals and beliefs were not just spiritual practices, but also a way to connect with the divine and understand the universe. The ancient Egyptians, for example, believed in the Ka, a spiritual duplicate that accompanied a person throughout life and into the afterlife. This belief was central to their understanding of existence and the afterlife. They developed elaborate burial rituals designed to ensure the soul's safe passage to the underworld. These practices included mummification and the construction of grand tombs, reflecting their deep reverence for the soul's journey. Similarly, ancient Greeks envisioned a soul or psyche that separated from the body upon death, embarking on a journey to the underworld ruled by Hades. This belief was integral to their mythology and influenced their cultural practices. These enduring beliefs, passed down through generations, laid the foundation for centuries of spiritual exploration and debate about the existence of a soul. They influenced not only religious practices but also philosophical inquiries into the nature of existence. The concept of the soul offered solace and meaning in a world often characterized by uncertainty and mortality. It provided a sense of continuity and hope, suggesting that life extended beyond physical death. It provided a framework for understanding our place in the cosmos and offered hope for some form of existence beyond the grave. This cosmic perspective connected human life to the larger universe, offering a sense of belonging and purpose. These ancient beliefs, though lacking scientific evidence, continue to shape our understanding of the soul and influence how we approach the mysteries of consciousness and the afterlife. They remind us of our enduring quest to understand the unseen and the unknown, a quest that continues to this day. Whispers from the Veil, a history of spirit communication. The desire to communicate with the dead, to pierce the veil separating the living and the deceased, is as old as humanity itself. From the earliest days, humans have sought ways to reach out to those who have passed on, driven by grief, curiosity, and the hope of gaining wisdom from the beyond. Necromancy, the practice of communicating with the dead, appears in various forms throughout history, often intertwined with religious and spiritual beliefs. In ancient cultures, priests and shamans would perform elaborate rituals to summon spirits seeking guidance or foretelling the future. From ancient oracles to modern mediums, individuals claiming the ability to contact spirits have captivated the public imagination. These figures often held significant influence, with their words and visions shaping decisions and beliefs. The 19th century saw a surge of interest in spirit communication, fueled by the rise of spiritualism. This movement, which began in the United States, quickly spread to Europe, capturing the fascination of people from all walks of life. Movement leaders like the Fox Sisters, who claimed to communicate with the spirit of a murdered peddler, captivated audiences with their seances and spirit rappings. Their demonstrations, often held in dimly lit rooms, created an atmosphere ripe for the mysterious and the supernatural. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of Sherlock Holmes, was a staunch believer in spiritualism, even claiming to have communicated with his deceased son. His endorsement lent credibility to the movement, attracting even more followers. While many dismissed these phenomena as hoaxes or wishful thinking, the spiritualist movement gained a considerable following, offering comfort and a sense of connection to deceased loved ones. Debates raged between skeptics and believers, each side passionately defending their views. This era cemented the image of the séance in popular culture, complete with darkened rooms, flickering candles, and the anticipation of messages from beyond the grave. The visual and emotional elements of these gatherings left a lasting impression on the collective consciousness. The fascination with spirit communication continues today, fueled by television shows, paranormal investigators, and the enduring human yearning to connect with loved ones lost. Modern technology has added new dimensions to these practices, but the core desire remains unchanged: to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. The elusive soul science confronts the afterlife. The existence of the soul presents a formidable challenge to science. Science, by its very nature, relies on empirical evidence, observation, and experimentation. The soul, however, being a non-physical entity, defies easy measurement or quantification. Researchers have explored various avenues to investigate the soul. Some have focused on near-death experiences, attempting to identify neurological correlates of the often reported feelings of peace, out-of-body sensations, and encounters with deceased loved ones. Others have investigated consciousness, seeking to understand its biological basis and whether it can exist independently of the brain. Despite intriguing anecdotes and suggestive findings, no conclusive scientific evidence supports the existence of a soul that survives bodily death. The challenge lies in disentangling subjective experiences from objective reality. The human brain, particularly in moments of extreme stress or trauma, is capable of producing vivid and compelling hallucinations. Without a clear framework for measuring or interacting with a soul, science remains unable to definitively prove or disprove its existence. Section 4. Ghost hunting gadgets. Technology's quest for the paranormal. Fueled by popular media and a fascination with the unknown, ghost hunting has become increasingly reliant on technology. Shows and movies often depict investigators using high-tech gadgets to uncover the mysteries of the supernatural, sparking curiosity and enthusiasm among viewers. Modern ghost hunters employ a vast array of devices, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. These tools range from simple gadgets to sophisticated instruments, each designed to detect different types of anomalies that might suggest a ghostly presence. Electromagnetic field, or EMF, meters, for instance, are used to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, which some believe indicate the presence of spirits. These meters can pick up on subtle changes in the environment that are otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Thermal cameras, which detect heat signatures, are used to identify cold spots, often attributed to paranormal activity. These cold spots are thought to be areas where spirits draw energy from their surroundings, creating a noticeable drop in temperature. EVP recorders, designed to capture electronic voice phenomena, are used to record faint sounds or voices that might be spirits attempting to communicate. Investigators often spend hours analyzing these recordings, hoping to find clear evidence of otherworldly messages. While these tools can provide intriguing data, their ability to definitively prove the existence of ghosts remains questionable. The data collected can be compelling, but it often lacks the scientific rigor needed to be considered conclusive proof. EMF fluctuations, for example, can be caused by a variety of natural and man-made sources. Electrical wiring, appliances, and even geological formations can all create EMF readings that might be mistaken for paranormal activity. Cold spots can be attributed to drafts or variations in building materials. Old buildings in particular are prone to having uneven temperatures due to poor insulation and structural issues. And EVP recordings often consist of faint, ambiguous sounds open to interpretation. What one person hears as a ghostly voice, another might dismiss as background noise or interference. The reliance on technology, while seemingly objective, can introduce its own set of biases. The tools themselves are not infallible and can be influenced by the environment and the operator's expectations. The desire to find evidence can lead to misinterpretations of data or confirmation bias, where evidence that supports pre-existing beliefs is favored over evidence that contradicts them. This can result in a skewed perception of the data, making it difficult to separate genuine phenomena from wishful thinking. Section 5. Seeing is believing. Personal experiences versus scientific proof. Personal experiences, particularly those involving the seemingly paranormal, can be deeply compelling. Many individuals report encounters with ghosts, sensing presences, hearing unexplained noises, or even witnessing apparitions. These experiences, often accompanied by strong emotional responses, can feel profoundly real and convincing to those who experience them. However, personal experiences are inherently subjective and susceptible to a range of psychological and environmental influences. Our senses can be tricked, our brains can misinterpret information, and our memories are not always reliable. Factors like sleep paralysis, hallucinations, and even carbon monoxide poisoning can produce experiences easily mistaken for paranormal activity. While personal experiences can be valuable starting points for investigation, they do not constitute scientific proof. Science requires objectivity, repeatability, and independent verification. Anecdotal evidence, while intriguing, must be approached with a healthy dose of skepticism and subjected to rigorous scrutiny to determine its validity.